Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us as we broadcast today from Westminster Abbey, where tomorrow King Charles III will officially be crowned as king. We'll have much more on the big event here coming up, but first, that video of a Marine veteran putting a man in a chokehold resulting in his death is dividing the nation. And now we've learned the identity of the vet at the center of the controversy. Stephen Fabian has a report, and we warn you, the video is hard to watch.
The man at the center of the uproar over the chokehold death of an emotionally disturbed homeless man has now been identified. According to published reports, he is 24-year-old former Marine Sergeant Daniel Penny. Penny has not been charged, and when we went to his house on Long Island, his roommate told us he didn't want to talk. The tragic death of the Michael Jackson tribute performer on the New York subway is dividing America. 30-year-old Jordan Neely was killed by the chokehold as Penny and two other passengers restrained him when he reportedly became hostile. Angry protesters shut down the Manhattan Bridge last night and stormed the subway station. The Neely family attorney is calling for the Marine veteran to be charged.
It would be incredible to me if the outcome of this was no charge, because how can you say that it's okay for someone to strangle someone?
But Curtis Sliwa, founder of the Guardian Angels, is defending Perry.
There is a possibility he'll be arrested, and then they'd have to put it in front of a grand jury. No grand jury is going to find this Marine guilty.
This is New York City.
When the detectives first got there and they interviewed everyone, after a short period of time, they let him go. So obviously those witnesses must have stood up for him and said, he saved us, he didn't hurt us, don't charge him. If it was the other way around, I have confidence in the NYPD, he would have been arrested.
Many homeless people live in the subway system. Some, like Jordan Neely, have serious mental health issues and can behave erratically. This is Neely panhandling on a train just days ago. The New York Post front page today says Neely was failed by the city. He was stopped 24 times for mental illness, yet never got help. I rode the subway today with Joe Fox, the former NYPD transit chief. And you witnessed somebody sort of acting erratically, maybe threatening other passengers. What should you do?
That's not the time, probably not the time for you to proclaim what's right on that subway. That's not the time for you to correct the person, especially if somebody is emotionally off, if somebody's, going through some type of emotional crisis. You don't want to be the one to challenge them. You want to avoid eye contact.
The Michael Jackson impersonator had a long record, 42 arrests, including one from 2021, where he sucker punched a woman in the subway, breaking her nose and fracturing her eye socket. The charges were downgraded to a misdemeanor. But despite Neely's violent criminal history, many say the Marine veteran went too far and want him charged with murder. Among them, Moses Harper, a longtime friend of Jordan Neely.
You don't need a degree to figure out what needs to happen. Accountability. Accountability.
Next week, the case goes to a grand jury to determine what charges, if any, will be brought.